こんにち
はい、
は。
ベンジャミンさん、お久しぶりです。
はじめまして。It's been a while.
We did actually YouTube recording. It was around February or March, so it's kind of last winter.
Yeah, now it's fall, and I've been in Japan for just a little over 1 year now.
Oh,
So that
okay. Congratulations. How is actually the progress every day?
every day there's challenges and there's struggles, because
Mm,
of course, you're in a new place and things change, right? Luckily enough, I haven't had a lot of stresses about having a job or having to worry about those kind of things. I came to Japan being retired or pretty much semi-retired, and
mm.
I had property in Kasai, which is over by Tokyo Bay, and I remodeled that. That's a rental of mine, and then I bought another property here in Ome where I'm at right now, and I remodeled the house or yeah, it was pretty bad when I moved in. It was an older lady had the house and she had like 10 cats, and it was and then I'm going to be opening a glamping camp here in Ome. Yeah, the house here in Ome is kind of like the base for me to work out of and get things done. And so that's part of my transition, which is a little bit different than I think most people that live in Japan or that are going to be moving to Japan. It's been a lot of good work. I mean, it's been very eye-opening, the process in Japan for doing everything.
Mm.
And, being able to talk to my neighbors and communicate with people and vendors and suppliers and store. When I first came to Japan, I wasn't able to do any of that. All these challenges that have popped up, I've been able to handle them pretty well. You
Wow, that's
yeah.
amazing. Just
So
one
I
year. I'm so happy to actually hear all those actual progress. Like most of people actually maybe takes 5 years to do it, all those things, or even 10 years, because you actually really did so many things in this one year. I cannot imagine how you really manage the time. Plus, you actually have a property here and there. You renovate, right? Like so many things. It's really impressive.
I love being busy, and so
Mm,
I've always worked, and I can't imagine not working. And so,
mm,
if you have that mentality of being a person that always works and always strives to do better and tries to do things,
mm.
it seems like a lot to me. I always think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm so far behind on these things that I want to do, and come to the conclusion that it's Japan, and you have
Mm,
to come to Japan with this
mm,
concept that
mm.
it's Japan. I mean, it's going to take longer. There is nothing short about anything in Japan. I don't think I could have had this level of success if I wasn't taking Japanese classes that really worked for what I'm doing. And so, if you want that and you don't want to wait for your wife or your husband or your kids or whoever to help translate, you got to learn. Your phone and being polite is gets you so far, and
Yeah,
it's
true. Yeah, I'm really, really glad to hear there is like a positive opinion, negative opinion about our different language faculty approach because we don't really do too much academic side or like grammar learning or a lot of testing about like spelling or something. But it's I really want somebody to save time and enjoy life in Japan quickly. Whatever the process, just quickly like enjoy the life in Japan for a business or even the personal life. So I really actually see that you made a lot of progress this one year. So I'm really glad to hear.
it's been a good experience and stuff like that. And I'm doing a lot of things that are really, really traditional on the
Mm-hmm.
property. Like we're making bamboo fences. We're not putting up plastic
Mm.
fences. We're doing that kind of stuff. When I remodeled the house, we did shikuri, which is plaster walls. So I did that on all my walls, be able to learn how to put it on and how to deal with that. So we ended up doing that. Yeah, it's just been good. I think that I think that in general, I think that my neighbors think I'm crazy most of the time, but they accept my craziness.
Amazing, amazing. I'm glad to hear. So what is your like a plan for a couple of years? Like not now you're not planning to go to the States and more building everything life and the business in Japan for a pretty long time. That's your plan?
I'm still really fluid, right? Right
Mm,
now, is Japan. If my kids decide to go to college in the States, it doesn't
mm,
mean that I'm gonna stop doing stuff here in Japan. It's
mm,
just doing
mm,
stuff in Japan and stuff
mm,
in the United States. It's really fluid because, another thing is that the Japanese visa process, right? So I have
mm,
a temporary residency. I don't have
mm-hmm,
permanent residency. residency, and I can't get permanent
Mhm.
residency for 10 years. So you have to go through
Mhm.
temporary residency. So for right
Mhm.
now, every year you're renewing your visa, right? And there's
Mhm.
nothing
Mhm.
that says that they are required to renew your visa. Even though I've put in a big capital expenditure and I could get a visa several different ways, there is nothing saying that they could next year they might say, you know what, we're not going to renew your visa. So, those kind
Mm.
of things are always really stressful about Japan. But I think
Mm.
that, it also means that the projects that I do, I have to get done in a timely manner so that, like
Mm.
this house here, remodeled this house like in 2 months. Crazy cat lady to livable place. I had to strip all the walls, and then I had to put this stuff to neutralize the smell, and then I had to paint the walls with a latex paint to block everything in, and then I had to put chikori or wallpaper on the walls on top of that. And that was the
Mhm.
process that I had to do for the whole house, not one room. I mean, I had to rip down every wall almost, and to get it so that it was usable. Now my family comes out and they enjoy staying out here, and they enjoy
Nice.
being out here, and they think that it's really nice. And that was always a big struggle, thinking, how am I going to turn it into a place that they are willing to hang out and come out to? And we don't have a TV out here either, so the things that they do, they love to, like, they were out last night and we did barbecue, right? We had barbecue,
Mm.
yakitori, and we had
Mhm.
vegetables, and we had, gohan, of course, and we all just really had a good time eating. And then they were out the whole weekend, and so we did something the night before, and we had a good time, and
Mhm.
just been, enjoying the time out here, which is great.
Amazing. As a father, as a man, and also as a business owner, you're getting like a more freedom in Japan. And then in the future, maybe your son's going to the college in the States, but also you can go back and forth. Still, you can handle by yourself. You don't need to
Yeah.
rely on somebody. So it's pretty, really, actually, so much freedom and so many choices to countries.
Yeah, I try to tell my boys that
Mm.
it's really important to open doors, not close them. In our careers and the way that we think mentally, everything else, that, it's really
Mm.
important. Keep on opening doors.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to like request us anything? Like you want to continue with Yui, I guess, and or anything else? Like, do you have any requests to us?
No, Yui-san's been great. I mean, and I really think that she's been really flexible, and she's been able to really help me with the things that I need. That really helps a lot. Yeah, I haven't had any issues. And so because I don't really think that there's any need to change. I'll definitely stay with the same
Mm.
teacher. Yeah, yeah. She's been really helpful. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that relationship that we have in regards to learning the Japanese and being able
Mm.
to get things done has been really, really, really positive.
Thank you so much, Benjamin-san. So
Okay.
I don't want to keep you so long. So if you need something, you can always email us.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you very much.
Okay,またじゃあね。はい。
じゃあね。